A new report by a research group has made startling revelations about the UK's SAS force, or the Special Air Services Force. It has claimed that SAS and other British special forces have been involved in covert operations in 19 countries in the past dozen years, including in Nigeria, the Philippines and Russia, as well as in Syria, Ukraine and most recently in Sudan. Sudan is currently undergoing through intense internal rivalry, and talks of Wagner Group of Russia operating there have also been making waves. The London-based research group named Action on Armed Violence has compiled a list of their activities since 2011 based on media leaks. This exposé highlights that members of the SAS, Special Board Service and Special Regiment have been repeatedly deployed by the British Prime Ministers and Defence Secretaries to conduct high-risk missions, typically where the UK is not at war. Special forces have been particularly active in Syria, with reports of them entering the country from 2012 to help rebel groups fighting against President Bashar al-Assad. They are also reported to have been sent in 2013 in the country to identify military targets in advance of a bombing campaign that eventually British MPs ended up voting against. 50 members of UK Special Forces were listed as being present in Ukraine earlier this year in leaked Pentagon papers, although Britain is not formally a party to the conflict. The numbers from the US and France were listed as 14 and 15. Their purpose, however, was not stated in the Pentagon leak. There are a further 6 sites where UK Special Forces have trained foreign forces or where they have based themselves before launching into another country. These are Burkina Faso, Oman, Jordan, Saudi Arabia, Turkey and Djibouti. If all countries where the UK Special Forces were reported operational were added together, there would be 36 nations where such troops have been sent. Reported UKSF missions in Ukraine, Syria, Yemen, the Strait of Hormuz between Iran and Oman, and Libya demonstrate that British soldiers are regularly sent to engage in international conflicts without any parliamentary approval. The exposé has raised questions over the level of transparency and democratic oversight these shadowy units operate under. The UK Special Forces operate distinctively from the rest of the British military, and despite being accountable to the Defence Secretary and Prime Minister, there is no parliamentary oversight or mechanism to conduct retrospective reviews. The most senior UKSF officer, the Director Special Forces, is only accountable to the Defence Secretary and the Prime Minister. There is not even a mechanism to conduct reviews as there is for MI6 via the Intelligence and Security Committee. There have been several controversies associated with the UKSF, including assassinations, alleged cover-ups, deniability outsourcing, fighting alongside child soldiers and friendly fire incidents.